Good morning. We're going to look at Workplace Health and Safety and Welfare Regulations 1992. Now, these regulations requires that you are reasonably safe in the place where you work, and the regulations stipulates what the employer should be providing. Now, for your health, the following has to be considered: ventilation, temperature, environment, lighting, cleanliness and waste materials, room space, working and seating area. Now, working and seating area is relevant to where you may have a break, as you're entitled to a break within a given period of time. So the area you sit should be comfortable, or at least reasonably warm and usable for the workforce. For your safety, the following would apply: maintenance of workplace and of equipment, devices and systems. Okay. Condition of floors and traffic routes, falls or falling objects, windows and transparent or translucent doors, gates and walls. These are the things which need to be considered in regards to the relevant regulations. Escalators and moving walkways, doors and gates. Okay. Now, your welfare. Drinking water should be provided. Accommodation for clothing. This would be the facilities where you change into your working clothes from your clean clothes, as you shouldn't really be going home in the clothes in which you work. Okay. Facilities for rest and to eat meals, washing facilities, sanitary conveniences, room dimensions and space. Okay. Workstations and seating. Okay. Now, we're looking at also COSH, Control of Substances Hazardous to Health Regulations 2002. What do we mean by hazardous substances? Hazardous substances are used in many workplaces and take many different forms: solids, liquids, gases, mist and fumes can be present in the workplace. Exposure to hazardous substances can affect the body in many different ways. Skin contact, inhalation and ingestion can cause damage. In legislation, hazardous substances are defined as in a number of ways. Now here I would like to increase this so it is more clearer and can be seen on your system. As on mine all is large, I have no idea how it will appear on yours. So when I recap it, I will see whether or not I need to make any amendments in how it is presented. Okay, but this you can read for yourselves. And again, this complies with and relates to COSH regards to 2002 regulations. Now, I believe there may be some amendments, but when I look on the HSE website, there didn't appear to be many, but could just be my looking. Okay. Who is at risk from hazardous substances? Anyone who works with or is exposed to hazardous substances is at risk. Those exposed to more hazardous etc. can be for long periods of time are more at risk than others, and those exposed for a shorter period of time. The aim should be to prevent exposure to hazardous substances in the first place. Example of those who could be exposed to hazardous substances includes electricians, and as you can see the following given examples here. Okay, welders, etc. And bear in mind that one of the most dangerous exposures to health can be electric shock. So please keep that in mind as well. Okay. Now I've gone on also now to look at working at height, regulations 2005. And this brings in the purpose of the work at height regulations 2005. Link to external websites is to prevent death and injury caused by a fall from height. Now this is where you may be working on trestles, ladders, scaffolding, towers, etc. Okay. If you are an employer, and you can read this for yourselves, okay, don't need me to be reading this to you, okay. So I will take it a little bit slower here at this point, give you a chance to read it as well, but I believe you should be able to pause on these systems. And here it tells you the employer and those in control must first assess the risk. Okay. Now PPE, Personal Protective Equipment at Work Regulations 1992. And again here, all I'm going to do is take you through this. You can read this for yourselves again. You don't need me to read anything through here for for you. Okay. Bear with me while I readjust myself a little bit. Okay. And here I'm just taking you through it, etc. Now remember, electricity can kill or severely injure people and cause damage to property. It is your responsibility to ensure that all the work that you do is done to the best of your ability and to the given standard set out by the IEE regulations. Now I've taken here the opportunity to look at a case study, and again this was taken from HSE website. Okay, and it just gives you an illustration of how easy it is for an accident to occur unintentionally. So be aware. You cannot be playing with a mobile phone while you're dealing with electricity. It is not in your best interest. Now again, you don't need me again to read this to you. Again, I'm just taking you through this because this is information you should already be aware of and have some way to hand. And all I've done here is to give a definition or a point of view in regards to what constitutes a competent person. Okay. Now I'm hoping that you can see that day in blue. Okay. Okay. And I think that's where we will end this at this point in time. And here's some websites that you can use, I believe, where I collected information from as well and appear to be useful to myself. Okay. Right, thank you.